The hardest skill in trading. Learning how to wait. Welcome. If you ask a room full of traders what the hardest part of this job is, most will tell you it's handling a loss. But if you watch their actual behavior, you'll find the real killer is something much quieter: boredom. Most retail traders don't lose money because their strategy is bad. They lose money because they cannot sit on their hands. Today, we are going to break down the psychology of the wait, why your brain fights it, and how to train yourself to master it. Phase 1. The psychology of the action bias. Human beings are hardwired for action. From an evolutionary standpoint, doing something feels safer than doing nothing. When you sit in front of blinking green and red lights on a chart, your brain interprets waiting as missing out or being lazy. This triggers FOMO, fear of missing out, and a psychological phenomenon called action bias, the impulse to act, even when action is counterproductive. The trader's trap. You open your charts at 9:30 a.m. Your specific setup isn't there. By 10:15 a.m., boredom kicks in. Your brain says, well, this looks close enough, or, if I don't take this micro move, I'm wasting my morning. You click buy or sell. The moment you do that, you are no longer a trader. You are a gambler paying a premium just to feel stimulated. You have to shift your identity. An elite trader is not a hyperactive machine gunner. An elite trader is a sniper. Phase 2. Reframing waiting as an active strategy. To learn to wait patiently, you have to change how you define the act of waiting. Waiting is not the absence of trading. Waiting is a core part of your execution. When you are waiting for your setup, you are actively protecting your capital. Every minute you spend not taking a subpar trade is a winning minute because you kept your account intact for the high probability move. Think of professional poker players. They fold roughly 80% of their hands pre-flop. They don't sit there feeling like failures because they aren't playing those hands. They know that playing weak hands is mathematical suicide. In trading, your edge only exists when your exact criteria are met. Outside of that edge, the market has the house advantage. Phase 3. Practical tools to build your waiting. Muscle patience isn't a personality trait you are born with. It's a muscle you build. Here is a procedural framework to help you cultivate clinical patience during market hours. 1. Define your if-then rules pre-market. Write down your setup with absolute clarity. If it requires a 15-minute candle close above a specific level and an RSI divergence, write it down. If it only has one of those things, your rule states, do nothing. Remove all gray areas. Automate the watch via price alerts. Market open. Don't stare at the 1-minute chart waiting for a 4-hour setup. Set physical price alerts on your charting software at the key zones where your setup might begin to form. Once the alerts are set, step away from the screen. 3. IEH, physical separation. During the session when your alerts are not firing, stand up. Read a book, do push-ups, or walk away. Staring at blank candles forces your brain to manufacture patterns that aren't actually there just to satisfy its need for action. 4. Track your FOMO metrics post-market in your trading journal. Create a column called Execution Quality. Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5 solely on how well you waited for your setup, regardless of whether the trade won or lost. Reward the discipline, not the dollar outcome. The 5-minute takeaway. The market is a beautifully designed mechanism for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Jim Rogers, a legendary investor, once described his process like this: just wait until there is money crying out in the corner, and all I have to do is go over there and pick it up. In the meantime, I do nothing. Tomorrow when you sit at your desk, your goal shouldn't be to make a trade. Your goal should be to execute your plan perfectly. If the market doesn't give you your setup, a perfect execution means you didn't click a single button. Master the wait, and you master the market. Thank you.